Morning. We're here in a little town of Sheffield, Ontario. We're going to do a little septic system this morning. Got some topsoil to strip. Kind of goes along here to this little, where my track line is there, and then up this fence row over here. That's all going to be stripped for the mantle. And basically right here is where the actual tile, like the tile bed itself, is going to sit. And then behind me here, there's two tanks going in. There's a regular septic tank. And a pump chamber. So I did have a video of rebuilding this rototill. But the video was corrupt and it wouldn't upload. Jim's gonna jump in that little mini. He brought the breaker. Gonna throw the breaker on it. While he's doing that, we're going to strip the bed here. Got a little pile of logs we got to get rid of over here. Just going to grab them. I think we'll maybe throw them in between those trees right there. In between these two trees over here. That should be all right. Okay, well, we got our septic tank hole dug, all in bedrock. now what we gotta do is throw a little bit of gravel underneath the tank for a little bit of cushion and leveling purposes. This would have went a lot quicker if we had the 50 with the breaker on it, but whatever, it is what it is. So I got that's the rock from the hole, and I've got the bed all stripped. Got Roswell here ready to put the tank in. Just finishing up this little hole. So yeah. So Tim's just gonna rake her out level. So he's got her leveled off pretty good here. But to the right there, there's gonna be a little pile that he's probably gonna want me to scoop up. A little bit of extra gravel. Looks like a little bit of rock that fell in. So we'll grab that here in a second. Once it gives me the go ahead. Okay, so it's the next day. A little bit of an update. We got our 2 tanks in. We got some sand here to go down. We got to put pretty much a foot over this whole area here. And then right in this area here, it gets built up like another 2 feet, 2.5 feet, 3 feet. And then the pipe goes on top of that, and then stone. Alright, so we're back here at our little septic system that we did a couple weeks ago, just before Christmas. It passed inspection and whatnot. We need to fill up around it with some sand fill to get like the runoff, the slope around it done, and then we gotta throw some topsoil. There's a pile of topsoil here and over there. We gotta throw that back on top of it, kind of half grade it out, and then okay, so you can kind of see it better here. See the black filter cloth. This is the tile bed itself, and you should be able to maybe tell that it's up quite a bit higher than the rest of the property. But that's because of the bedrock that's here. So at this septic tank, at the septic system, there's two tanks, a tank, a pump chamber, and it runs up this little black hose and into the septic system. Like a dosing system. I don't know exactly what the proper terminology for it is. Somebody might tell me. Okay, so we got a few loads of sand in now. I'm bringing the topsoil up that was in the windrow over here, letting it all in, making it look a little more appealing than a huge hill and a flat lawn. So got a couple more loads coming, hopefully to fill in on this side. And then once that's done, all the topsoil gets spread on everything. Eventually, in the spring, probably next year, or spring, summer, somewhere around there, we'll probably bring in a few more loads of topsoil just to feather everything out a little bit more, you know, kind of get up maybe in beside the trees over here, level it off nicely, feather it all out, and go from there. But so I don't know if you could tell the grade situation there, but it's one of the reasons why these rototilts or end cons, tilt rotators, whatever you want to call them, they are
what some would say the cat's meow. So I'm sitting on like a 40, like not quite a 45, but probably pretty close. I'm gonna throw the other bucket on. So this bucket is nice for doing this stuff, but at the same time, there's a lot of like rocks and stuff in this topsoil. So I want to use this big, wide open tooth bucket, kind of rake it around like there's some sod clumps and stuff in it, and it'll rake it around a little nicer and clean up a little nicer, in my opinion. It's not going to be like smooth, and I'm not going to make it smooth for right now. New angle, by the way, if you haven't noticed. It's a little different. Trying new things. Try and make stuff a little more interesting, I guess. So I don't know if you notice, like when I'm moving, it seems like there's a lot of extra movement in my boom. Like, if you see that, that's what we're trying to write when it goes into the shop this week, next week. I gotta see where you guys are looking here. I can see me seeing you seeing me. See? Huh. 10% battery remaining. Oh no. Okay, just like that. 130's all cleaned up, ready to go. Get the boom taken off. Got everything all shaped up, leveled off. Don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, that's it for this one.